to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news that happened during the week July 20th to July 26th, 2012. Warner Bros. Pictures officially released two versions of the Man of Steel teaser trailer this week, both in cinemas with The Dark Knight Rises and then online. They also launched the official website at manofsteel.com. There have been plenty of comments about the teaser. Did you want to see more? Of course we did. That's the point of a teaser. It let moviegoers know that a new Superman movie is coming out in 2013, and that's what a teaser trailer is for. Future theatrical trailers will ramp up the action, I'm sure, and increase people's excitement for this movie come June 2013. When will we see more? When will we see a theatrical trailer? Well, my guess is with The Hobbit in December. Absolute Radio caught up with Man of Steel producer Charles Roven at the European premiere of The Dark Knight Rises, where he spoke about making the new Superman movie spectacular and fun. Still no TV news this week. No news on any new episodes of Young Justice yet, but be sure to check out the weekly Superman on TV column at the website to see a list of all the Superman-related TV shows and movies airing on TV this week. In comic book news, Mahmoud Azra is best known to Superman fans as the artist currently drawing the monthly Supergirl comic book. He took time out of his very busy schedule to answer a few questions for the Superman homepage. Read the complete interview at the Superman homepage now, including his thoughts on Supergirl's New 52 costume. Supergirl writers Michael Green and Mike Johnson spoke with comicbookresources.com about where things are at and where they're headed for the Maid of Might and what we can expect from the upcoming Zero issue. Johnson said, "We really want to use the Zero issue, like all the Zero issues, as a jumping on point for new readers, so we're specifically planning to have stories that spin out of that so we don't lose any momentum." In an interview with Comic Book Resources, artist Shane Davis talked about returning to the world of Earth 1 Superman and collaborating once more with writer J. Michael Straczynski. He said, "Volume 2 picks right up from the Daily Planet article at the end of Volume 1, and we see Clark have a feather in his cap for breaking the Superman story. So it was a very fluid book, even though it's a completely different book." Superman Earth 1 Volume 2 hit stores on October 31st. Newsarama.com sat down with Tom DeFalco to see what his plans are for Superboy now that he's taking over as the writer of the monthly comic book title. He said, "We're going to find out some of Harvest's plans for Superboy in issue 0, because up until now we haven't known the details." In a discussion with Comic Book Resources, Grant Morrison revealed that he'll be concluding his run as writer of Action Comics with issue number 16. He also spoke about the Zero issue, saying, "There had to be a story that fit in before issue number 1. That was the concept for these Zero issues, so I decided on the story of Superman's very first day in Metropolis and how it affects a bunch of different people, including a kid who steals Superman's cape." Superman comic books we reviewed this week included Supergirl number 11, which was reviewed by James Lance, who gave it a 3 out of 5, saying, "I do wish there were more character moments like in the beginning of this issue." Ralph Silver reviewed Justice League number 11, saying, "I found this story interesting and entertaining from beginning to end," and he gave it a rating of 5 out of 5. Young Justice number 18 was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who gave it a 4 out of 5 score, saying, "This was a breakneck pace issue." Mark Pritchard reviewed Smallville Season 11, Chapter 11, saying, "Chapter 11 was more an up than a down week," and he rated it a 4 out of 5. Superman Beyond number 5 was reviewed by Sean Morrissey, who gave it a 4 out of 5, stating, "I have to say I love this Solomon Grundy." Superman comics available this week from July 25th include Superman number 11, which is available in a variant cover, Superman Family Adventures number 3, Teen Titans number 11, is also available in a variant cover, Superman Beyond number 6 digital comic, Smallville Season 11 Chapter 12 digital comic is available July 27.
Superman busts, Supergirl busts, Bizarro busts and Lex Luthor busts. They're all here, but there's very limited stock, so be quick. Grab this Christopher Reeve as Superman bust for $63.44 or this Heroes of the DC Universe Superman bust for $66.95. These and other great busts are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop.
In other news, Kotobukiya is celebrating the 1-year anniversary of the new look DC Universe with a new series of artifact statues, starting with none other than the Man of Steel himself, Superman. Superman's resplendent red and blue New 52 costume is accurate down to the last detail with its iconic red and on yellow S-shield, textured suit, technological belt and boots, and of course his long cape. He stands 7.5 inches tall on an included magnetic display base. Available January 2013, you can pre-order yours from the Superman homepage online store now. Netmarble announced the upcoming release of a new iOS video game titled Justice League Earth's Final Defense. The game will allow you to play as 5 of the current Justice League members as seen in the New 52 comic books. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash and Green Lantern. You'll be able to customise each character's range of skill sets and costumes as the game progresses. Justice League Earth's Final Defense is expected to be released to the App Store any day now. Legendary writer Elliot S. Magan joined myself and Michael Bailey as our special guests on Radio KAL Live this week. Elliot has written many Superman comic books and 2 Superman novels, The Last Son of Krypton and Miracle Monday. He also wrote the novelisation of the graphic novel Kingdom Come, based on the story by Mark Waid. Come to the site now to listen back to our hour-long interview. Wizard World Chicago Comic Con will take place across August 9 to 12 at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Chicago, and there are a few panels and events that Superman fans might like to get to. Of special note is the Friday, August 10, 3 p.m. panel, Super Secrets, Lifting the Curtain on the Man of Steel in Room 11. Episode 91 of Radio KAL, the monthly podcast of the Superman homepage, is now available to listen to. In this month's show, Scotty and I discuss the Man of Steel at Comic-Con, Man of Steel poster and teaser trailers, Superman Brainiac animated movie, Superman number 10, Action Comics number 11, Superboy number 11, Supergirl number 11, Superman Beyond, Smallville season 11, busts, statues, roller coasters and more. Listen to it now at the Superman homepage via supermanhomepage.com/radio. And that's all the Superman news there was for this week, July 20th to July 26th. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fantastic edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. That's my cat. Okay. Last week we saw The Dark Knight Rises released in theaters, and when that happened, there was a teaser trailer for Superman. This was not a theatrical trailer. This was not a theatrical trailer number 2. This was not a TV advertisement 3 months before the movie's about to hit. This was a teaser a year before the movie comes out, and in fact, most movies do not even have footage at this time. This early in the process. It so happens that most of the footage is done for Superman, the Man of Steel. They actually finished filming a little bit ago, and they've got a lot of post work to do, effects and such. So they've got some time. So they were able to give us some footage, and yet most of my fellow fans, who seem very, very difficult to please, were not, in fact, pleased with the trailer. I personally found it to be very, very exciting. I understand what people are saying. There's not a lot of action in it. There's not a lot of adventure going on. It doesn't look particularly bright, cheery, or happy, but I wouldn't call it gloomy. I think it looks reflective. I think it looks thoughtful, and I think it shows a man who is a hard worker, is a traveler, is a guy who loves animals, and is a person who has strong family connections and values. We hear 2 different voiceovers, one from Jor-El and one from Jonathan Kent, depending on the trailer that you saw. Both teasers are available online, so you can hear both voiceovers. I prefer the Jonathan Kent one, simply because it shows us a human connection, which many people are saying, we've seen this human Superman before. We need to see action. We need to see him hitting something. We need to see adventure. I disagree. Not that we don't need to see adventure and action. We're going to see that, believe me. Just that we also need the humanity. One of the reasons I've been told that Superman doesn't resonate well with audiences is that he can't be hurt. He doesn't have to live a regular life because he doesn't have to worry about sickness or allergies like I have almost every day. When I mowed the lawn yesterday, like puffs of it looked like it was snowing. There was so many allergens, and now I got to put up with this for the next couple of days. I'm bothered by it every day, but this will be extra because of that. But I had to mow the lawn. It was getting very, very long. Now, if I was Superman, I'd probably just use it, and cut it all down. But what I'm saying is, Superman doesn't have to worry about allergens, sicknesses, bullets, getting hurt. So a lot of people say, well, Batman's better, Spider-Man's better because these people are risking their lives and their health and they're risking being injured. And with Superman, why wouldn't he do that? Because there's no risk to him. The thing is, what we need to see is his humanity. We need to see that he has things that matter to him, that he has family, that he has love, and that he does have difficult decisions to make, even though he may be invulnerable. And I think this trailer, this teaser, helps because here's the thing. A teaser is not meant to tell you plot. It's not meant to show you action. It's not meant to show you what the effects will look like. It's not really meant to tell you anything about the movie. It's just meant to tell you that there is a movie. Many of you have probably heard this from me already or from Steve. There's he wrote an article about the teasers. The original Superman, the movie teaser, was only celebrity names flying out the screen at you. And who cares? I mean, it was meant to excite people who knew these actors and show you that there was a big movie with these actors coming in it. Didn't have the John Williams music. It had other music from a different trailer, a different movie, just like this one does, because there isn't music written yet. What usually happens is the movie gets finished, and then the composer sits down and watches the whole movie, pieces of the movie, parts of the movie, and scores it as he goes. So we don't have music yet. One of the other complaints is that, well, why didn't they just use the John Williams music? And there is a version of the teaser floating around out there where someone has put the John Williams music to it. It sounds great and it fits perfectly, but we can't hear the voiceovers, which kind of ruined the feel of the trailer. This is not a connection to the Donner movies. This is not a connection to earlier versions of Superman. I'm sorry, but if you were hoping for that, it's not going to be there. It's clear. It's been said multiple times by multiple people. This is a new take, a new beginning, and the people who are complaining, we don't need to see the origin again, everybody knows. Everybody doesn't know. There's a lot of people who don't even know who Clark Kent is, let alone Jor-El or Martha Kent. They go, well, who's that? I don't care. When Smallville came on, I was on the radio. I've said this before. I had some people call in and say, why do I like Smallville? It's on a kids channel. And I told them it was a story about Superman, and I'll watch anything that's about Superman. And they said it is. They didn't even know that Clark Kent was to become Superman someday. This was in the early days before they started showing symbols and all this stuff. But the point is that younger people and some people who have never cared about comic books before don't really know the story. And this type of teaser serves to introduce them to a serious-looking movie about a man who happens to be able to fly. And by the end, they can figure it's probably Superman. Although I wouldn't be surprised if many of the general public do not know that MOS means Man of Steel. And when they put Man of Steel up, that Man of Steel means Superman. Maybe surprising. This is our lives. This is my life. This is Steve's life. This is Michael Bailey and Neil Bailey's life. We love comic books and superheroes and specifically Superman. But a lot of people just want to see a good movie. And it's possible that had they shown the Comic-Con footage, which reportedly shows us lots of action and fight scenes and adventure, might turn those people off. What we need to do is get more people to the theater. Even though Superman Returns made more than Batman Begins. We need to get more people to the theater because we don't want this one to fail as well. Although there are some fans out there who I'm convinced do want it to fail because all they do is complain about how bad it's going to be and how much they're going to boycott it, how much they don't like the suit. I saw a comparison, and I may get crucified for this, but it was the old suit with Cavill's head on it, and it was Cavill in the new suit. And if you're honest with yourself, the new suit looks better. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And remember, always look up in the sky. I wanted to take a few moments to send out my thoughts to the people in Colorado. I don't expect that they're going to be seeing this. I don't even know who watches this, to be honest, but a terrible thing happened. Crazed, lunatic. This can't be helped. This isn't about Obama or politics or gun control or how we should change the country, although some things could probably be done. This is an unspeakable act of tragedy, and I just hope that everybody in Aurora and the families of people who are left behind can get over this someday. I imagine your lives will be irrevocably changed. My thoughts are with you. I can't even imagine what your situation is like. Sorry to end on a bit of a down note, but thank you.